I'm a big Arrow video fan, and I tend to pick up a lot of their stuff because their genre kind of stuff is the kind of movies that I really enjoy. And sometimes I just blind buy things because it's either good value or because I heard good word of mouth. Sometimes I don't even know why I picked something up, like Deadbeat at Dawn. Now, of course, it's got this attractive cover, but I mean, I grew up in the 80s. I went to video shops. I know covers aren't everything. You're never going to match the movie, except this time. This one really did that. The more I heard about this, the more kind of wary but kind of excited I was. Created in the 80s by Jim Van Beber, a man who was working out with the system. This was basically a home movie he was making, filming himself, financing, writing, starring, directing, editing, doing everything himself. And that kind of puts the fear into you because you're like, these things aren't always great. Sometimes you get an El Mariachi that just sticks out, that's just wonderful. But most of the times they're just kind of awful. But I really liked Deadbeat at Dawn. I liked the way it went about its storytelling. Van Beber plays Goose, the kind of leader of a gang, of course. There is an opposing gang that they like to battle with. But he loves his girlfriend. He wants to sort of quit this gang life and just go away with her, play happy families and settle down. Of course, the other gang won't have that. And when they find out that he's out of that gang now, they think, fair game, let's go and just kill him. He's not there, and they find his girlfriend killing him and sending Goose down a spiral of drugs and alcohol and ultimately vengeance at the end of this as he tries to rehabilitate himself. And it's great. It is like a punk version of an action movie. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the grittiness of a Walter Hill kind of movie. Those kind of action movies, particularly The Warriors, that had that kind of sense of realism about it. The violence was really well done, and I kind of liked the fact that the gusto they just went for. You know, if you know the story behind it, and you know the fact that they're doing this in their spare time over a period of years, it comes together remarkably well. Now, in some of the extras, you get to see the original footage of this, and it is atrociously degraded and horrible. And the work they've done to get this transformation, to get this transfer, is just amazing. It looks fantastic. But I really loved this movie because of the energy behind it, because of the passion for filmmaking, because the way it's kind of edited as well. I loved some of the editing choices that were a little bit odd, but the movie flowed in a spectacular fashion. It's not to say that everything is perfect. It's far from, but that's part of the charm of this movie. You get Van Beber, who is a rather charismatic lead in the main role. Just seeing some of the funny scenes of him just practicing with nunchucks in a cemetery, stealing a motorbike by just whacking someone over the head with them. It's kind of funny, but kind of fitting for the character at the same time. And it has this kind of energy throughout some of the character roles as well. There is a real mismatch of performances throughout the movie. Some are more stoic and quiet and menacing. Others are just turned up to 11 and going full on. But these kind of performances are great for this kind of movie. They elevate it. These people are not all the same. They are a little bit erratic. We get one of the gang members, I think it's Asphalt, his name, who's constantly at 11. It's just so much fun to see that character whenever he appears. You get Goosey's dad in the movie for a period of time, and again, that's another performance that's just overblown, over the top, but also perfect at the same time. But the action is where the movie really shows its gusto, because they had no safety teams, they had no stunt actors. These are people doing it themselves. It's just the way the movie's cut together, or the daring way that they've done some things, and it looks really good, and it's energetic, it's kinetic, it's fun, it's well shot and edited and put together to create these really violent, really fun and kind of different action set pieces. I watched this and then I went straight on to the feature-length documentary after it, because I wanted to know more about the character, more about the movie and the creation of it, and just hearing some of the people talk about how haphazardly it was put together, how dangerous some of the stunts were, how things could easily have went wrong and somebody could have died. It's just gobsmacking, and it made me appreciate the movie even more. This is something that if I had discovered like in the early 90s, I would have loved the hell out of it. I discovered it now and I love the hell out of it even more. Deadbeat at Dawn is just wonderful. The Arrow release It's fantastic. Wealth of extras on here that are so worth just checking out. It's one of these ones where the movie's so good that you just delve straight into every extra on the disc. Limited edition slipcover with it, which is really, I think, spectacular and worth getting. It's got a booklet as well. And Deadbeat at Dawn, if you haven't seen it, if you like low budget movies that aren't perfect, they're rough around the edges, but they have this kind of sensibility of just passion for filmmaking, the interest in just trying for something and managing to achieve it is just wonderful. I'd love to know your thoughts if you've seen Deadbeat at Dawn. This is a one I'm going to go back to pretty soon because I really did enjoy it. If not, let me know if you're going to pick it up or not, and I'll see you in the comment box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.